Tali Bobo believers, your orange team.
That's one thing that you mentioned about Nouns Esports. When their back is against the wall, they certainly show up and show out, which means what? You don't let them put their back against the wall. You kick them through the wall and you send them out of the house and you say, get out of here. Tali Bobo believers going to have to do 2 on the hop to make that happen, though.
That's what Tali Bobo is looking to do right here. But you have to wonder, momentum being such a big thing in esports, is Tali Bobo already thinking about the next bracket? Because if they are, they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's 2 ways to look at it, right? We've got another bracket to do it. Do we test some stuff out, see if we can, throw some stuff at the wall, see what sticks? Looks like no, as they're easily locking in Slowbro and Espeon. And at this point, they have to ban the tree because, Bruff's tree is disgusting.
I love when the bans feel personal, when they're coming in here and you're saying, I don't think it's the best defender in the game, but it's the last thing I want to deal with right now is Bruv on that Trevenant.
Well, there's another Pokemon that Bruv feels confident in, and that's the Mime play. They're one of the few that still pick it up because their skill level with it is just the difference maker. That's what makes it from what other teams consider it to what Nouns considers it.
That's right. Zervis once again on this Eldegoss. I feel like this is such an amazing pick for them. Their Eldegoss play has been fantastic throughout this tournament. Now we're going to see what Sixties wants to lock in right here. Hovering the Talonflame for a minute, but Mew is still on the table. Adesu possibly feeling good about the Decidueye, but deciding to go with the Delphox.
I love Adesu's Decidueye, and I hope we get to see it in these grand finals. But of course, they're making the best picks for the moment. Klaus snapping up Zoroark again. We were wondering how much, if at all, we were going to see it this weekend after its recent buffs. And I'm glad to see that Klaus believes, like we do, that this thing has been turned up to 11. Let's go to work.
One thing for sure, Zoroark is amazing into Mew. It's amazing into Delphox. It's really good at chasing down some of these Pokemon, even that have incredible mobility. Fate Attack, you can just chase a Pokemon all the way across the map. And we've seen Zoroark be an incredible Mew counter, especially in North America.
I like Toon on Buzzwole as well. That's going to be a big, impactful difference maker in these early stages of the game to really allow Lundaroo and Klaus to get the time they need to step up. Tons of stacking items on the side of the Tali Bobo believers, so I expect to see a lot of quick points going in, but that's only facilitated by the work they do to help each other get there.
Here we go. Nouns Esports getting ready right here. We can see Tali Bobo believers. They want to shut this down. They don't want this to go to a bracket reset. They don't want their tournament to be in jeopardy. But Nouns is up right here. 1 game on them. And we can see what they're playing for. All the glory of that AEOS Cup trophy.
Yeah, of course, on the line, a bucket load of championship points and some nice money, of course. Game 4 is underway.
Here we go. Nouns Esports, your purple team. Tali Bobo believers, your orange team. If Tali Bobo wins this thing, we are getting a bracket reset. And Nouns, we're getting a bracket reset. And we're going to have to do this thing all over again to see if Nouns can take down the #1 team in EU.
Tali Bobo believers going to have to bounce back here because not only do they not want the bracket reset, they don't want to give Nouns any more momentum, especially after taking the Rayquaza and not winning the game. Nouns Esports, of course, Gee's on one of their favorite Pokemon, and when they're on Hoopa, Nouns just looks a little different.
You can see that Gossifleur just eating the big boosted attack for the Buzzwole up here. Buzzwole being so dominant throughout this tournament, just an incredible Pokemon in that top path. Nice big secure, as we've got the Zoroark coming down to the bottom path looking to punish Nouns Esports.
Yeah, just a Doduo can't do much as Gatlu still looks for an engage, but in tandem with the Braixen there, they get a KO. Klaus gets it back the other way. No questions about it. A little 1-for-1. Megu needs to tick over to this Slowbro, though, quickly.
Toon Slim in a little bit of trouble here. Backing up, eating a berry, coming back for this fight. Obviously, this Confusion barrier combo mixed with this Electro Ball. Mime not looking nerfed to me.
No, not at all. Not when Bruv's on it, that's for sure. Gatlu's still looking for their level 5 so they can hit Dodrio and bang, they get it right there. 8:30 on the clock. Nouns Esports doing pretty good. Tali Bobo believers slight lead though.
Nouns Esports, we're sending Gatlu up to the top path looking for this KO. Big boosted, not able to get it done. The Pollen Puff keeping him alive. Here comes another Drill Peck, and there's the KO.
Good engagement there. Zervis is just looking at the face of these two players, Gatlu and Geese, and they're like, I can't stop much. Not as Eldegoss, not by myself. I really need some support despite being the supporter.
And here we go. We've got Zoroark positioning themselves in this central area right here with this Espeon. They just want to rip this apart, and they do that pretty quickly right there. Looks like the Mystical Fire from Delphox getting the big bird, but a lot of that secured there by Tali Bobo.
Yeah, Klaus just darting through, actually leveraging the damage that Sixties did to all the Swablu and Altaria, and able to take a bunch of the Swablu for themselves.
All right, here we go. 7 minutes, 40 seconds, meaning we have our objectives spawning here in 40 seconds in the top and bottom path. Both of these teams have been looking like bottom path players. They are looking for that Reggie.
Yeah, level 8's on both sides, Zoroark and Delphox, so you want to keep an eye on them. Klaus wants to get some buffs, wants to get some experience, and they want to meet down at the objective to go do work.
ToonSlim up here in this top path. Maybe he doesn't know that he's dealing with the Delphox. Sees it now, and we're going to have to see what he's able to do up here as Adesu looking for that level 9. Huge break point if it can get its Unite move.
ToonSlim trying to get a little froggy up front in the face of 2, but they're finally forced to reel here. Hyperspace Highway is open, means Nouns Esports can rotate quickly. Zork's on the backside, Klaus wants more. Solar Beam dart through after the reposition, does tons of damage to Klaus. That's massive. Megu getting caught, KO'd quickly and swiftly. Tali Bobo Believers absolutely forced to retreat. Lundaru needs an opportunity, but they're getting backdoored by Gatlu. They get stuck. Espeon Unite catches 2. They're putting the pressure on Gatlu. Can they get the KO before they reset? They do! That's massive. 2 players down for Nouns. Regirock is at half HP. Zervis is there trying to do at the best they can. Lundaru finally goes down, but just enough time for Megu to pop up. This has been an absolute back and forth chuck and haymakers that gets where Regirock is, back where they started with their HP bar almost full.
That's right, Tali Bobo Believers has a few go down. Nouns has a few go down. We use the Unite move from both Delphox, Espeon, and Zoroark as we are back in this thing looking for a big KO, and they pick it up on the Hoopa.
They get it on Geese in short order, but they want more. The Regirock rocks come down, stuns them up. Can they get a KO? Slowbro takes care of the Mew, but Zoroark does in fact go down. Mime though, bruv, of course, they want it. Zervis says, I'm not going to be outshined. Give me 1, 2. Big engagement. Gatlu rips through some players. Give them 2 there. They're still putting the pressure on. Megu goes down. Adesu wants in on the action. And finally, this Regirock is going to be dispatched.
Look at Gatlu flying in there for the save. You're all clear, kid. Let's blow this thing and go home. We got a Han Solo moment from the Dodrio.
Looked good. Nice secure by Lundaru there just to get some of the wild experience as they're pivoting into the middle to see what they can do with this Swablu and Altaria here. But really, Nouns Esports has the positional advantage until Zoroark darts in. Klaus wanted it. They try to catch the fanciful fireworks. Espeon Unite back. Lundaru wants one, but the pressure's on, and Gatlu says, not today. 3 heads. Give me another KO.
Adesu and Gatlu are just pushing into the face of Tali Bobo, picking up those KOs on Espeon. Adesu in a little bit of trouble right here, but they are able to make it home through that hyperspace hole. However, if that was Surf Plus, you might have been knocked up out of that. They're going to have to watch that as this match continues.
Yep, get that at 11, and Megu certainly wants it, but it allows ToonSlim to play very far forward. The Surfs in tandem as they pick them up and slam them down right into a Surf stun. Hoopa Unite is out, and they are locked down Klaus, and they are absolutely massive with the Showtime Spirit Fingers, baby. The rings are unbound, and the pressure is on. Tali Bobo Believers are trying to find their opportunity, but they're getting stunned in their own goal zone. Can ToonSlim get an engagement here? Zervis takes to the skies. They crash land. Cotton crash, in fact. A little movement there by Toon to try and eat up the Delphox Adesu, but not today. That didn't quite happen.
Incredible fight right there. Hoopa bringing the team down, but they were not able to push into that goal. Great defense by Tali Bobo. This game incredibly close right now, 100 to 128. Everyone just picking up some experience on the map. They see those yellow dots. They know those are wild Pokemon. They need to play a little Pac-Man and eat all of that so they can be strong for these next fights. Gatlu in a lot of trouble right here, using a Unite move. No way! Picks up a KO, getting united right back.
Unreal, and that's a good use of the Buzzwole Unite there, because there's no way you can give up a two-on-one at all, not at this stage in the game. Buzzwole actually getting a little bit more action up top, sealing up the Mew, but the next basement Reggie is already here. Nouns Esports does have 2 players down. Tali Bobo Believers have an opportunity to shred.
Just non-stop fighting here in this match. The Mystical Fire coming out, the Unite move coming out, but there's the Slow Beam, there is the Psyshock, there is the Zoroark, and they take down Delphox.
Very quickly, and that's the target they want to keep.
points-wise.
Well, on the hunt is Nouns Esports. They want to try and catch a body, and they do see Megu, but hiding out is Klaus to see if they can get an engagement. Bruv susses it out perfectly, and the solar beam comes through, falls just shy of getting a KO there. Boosted auto comes through. Megu steps up to take it on the chin for the squad. They're still pushing to this goal zone, though, and we have 2:25, which means 25 seconds till Rayquaza, but this fight rages on.
That was so close. That was a massive side shock. Fortunately for Nouns Esports, they were able to make it back through, and they do not come back through that portal.
No shot.
They say, no, we're gonna reorient ourselves right here. Gotlu scoring in the top path, stopping themselves short right here, not taking the full opportunity to score, as we do have Buzzwole making their way to the top path, fighting up there, and we have teams positioning themselves down here towards this Rayquaza pit.
Dodrio is getting eaten up. Klaus pulls up to try and get that KO. That's huge as they're caught on the backside. Tali Believers just trying to hold down the middle, not let that go down. But of course, 60s blinks out for the reset. Megu is pretty down. They need to pick up some heals from Zervis, but they, again, are just buying time. Here comes Toon. That's who they need. Klaus is right behind.
Here we go. We have 9 seconds, 6 now until Dodrio is back. Tali Bobo could use this advantage to pick a big fight. Otherwise, Hoopa is going to be able to fly everyone in Avenger style right here, and Gotlu could come right back. In fact, they don't even need it. Tali Bobo not taking a fight right here, and Gotlu can do whatever they want. Toon Slim maybe trying to make a sneaky score.
Klaus diving on 60s as soon as they step up. Apologize for cutting you off. That's big time surf right into their fanciful fireworks. But look at the Buzzwole going for the Hundo Burger. That goes in. Tali Bobo Believers stretch their lead out, and they're kind of taking this fight. As long as they can just withstand and burn time, they can make it happen. Big surf on top of the portal. Nobody catches the reset. The stuns are out. The Buzzwole's in with that Unite move, and the Espeon gets a KO back. Mr. Mime Bruv is down, and that's going to start falling like dominoes. But the Hoopa at least takes care of Klaus, at the very least. But now there's 2 players down for the Believers. The stuns roll on. Zervis is low. They're coming through. Adesu sees the KO that they can get. The Cotton Guard comes through. Electro Ball! Putting the ball down for sure, as now Toon Slim has to try and eat as much time off the clock as they can. They're up by 200, but they need this, and 60 says, I need that body. Nouns Esports with a chance.
5 members of Tali Bobo are down. They somehow wiped them off the map. Only 22 seconds remain. They need to secure this, and they need to score. They are behind by over 200 points. They have to run. Gotlu is not good for scoring in this top path. He will not get enough points. Let's see what they are now able to do. 10 seconds left, Doop Stacks.
Megu left in the dust. Bruv making moves. You talking about clown shoes? How about goofy shoes? They're pushing. That's another Hundo banger in. Can they get somebody's points in? That goes in. Show us on that cool split screen thing we're doing. We gotta see this thing. Nouns Esports feels it, but in the last 10 seconds, you don't see the score line. Let's check it out together.
Boom! Nouns Esports bracket reset, what they're known for. Let's go.
That's insane. All of those 500 points practically came in the last 10 seconds of the game after completely acing the Tali Bobo Believers after the Buzzwole back cap. Nouns Esports keeps composure, finds all the bodies, lays them on cross, buries them in the dirt, takes Rayquaza and a win.
But an incredible series so far here for Nouns Esports. Just such amazing work as they are able to get us to a bracket reset. 3-1, Nouns wins this first series right here, and what a fight there at the end. I don't know if you noticed Adesu coming in literally on a sliver of HP, just kept fighting in that central area. What a fight.
I loved the call there because they wanted the KO on Zervis. Zervis hit the Cotton Guard. They're on the retreat, and you know the call from 60s was like, back off, I got this. They went in, hit the Electro Ball, big time KO, and they made it happen. Dude, come on, give us another.
Here we go. Now we're running into a bracket reset here, everybody, and this is essentially the most exciting thing that can happen inside of Pokemon Unite. Obviously, these are 2 of the best teams in the world.